All right, let's do it out. 22 here, good old Pythagorean theorem. Gotta know that hypotenuse. First thing I'm looking for is that equation of yours. Square them out. Excuse me, 15 squared is 225. All right. As we square root that, 200 is not perfect. Take your factor tree over to the other side. Get your prime factorization of 200, and that turns out to be 10 root 2. So the exact simplest radical form is 10 root 2. Go to your calculator and now punch it in. Excuse me, 10 root 2, 10 square root of 2. We're rounding it to nearest 10th, 14.1. All right, hypotenuse is 2 root 3 this time. So x squared plus 3 squared, and you better put that 2 root 3 in parentheses. Come on, guys, you have a calculator? Or you can do this old school by hand. 2 root 3 times itself. So that gives me 4 square root of 9, which is then 12. Subtract it, we get 3, and the square root of 3 does not go anywhere. Go to your calculator, punch it in. We're going to nearest 10th, 1.73. Okay, on 24 here. In order to find x, I have to find what we'll call this z. X is whatever z is plus 11. But in order to find z, I don't have enough information right now. That green triangle I highlighted, I got to know that middle side. So I'm going to look at the right side first. I'm going to call that y and set it up like we've done before. This is nothing new. The hypotenuse is 12. So 144 minus 121 gives me 23. And the square root of 23 is, well, the square root of 23. So I now know that y turned out to be the square root of 23 right there. Now for that z I can find. Back to those parentheses, people. Plug it into your calculator. I don't care what 23 times 23 is, because the square root of that number, it's perfect. Takes me right back to 23. All right, subtract it out, and then square root it. I get 77. 77 you can try, but 77 goes nowhere. So finally, I can say x is the square root of 77 plus 11. Again, looks ugly, but it is what it is. Okay. I'll pause and upload those. 22.